What's going on? Straight the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will set you free. Yes, sir. Namaste. Peace and blessings to you, Awakening One. Shout out to the woke ones if you're watching. What's going on, Awakening One? I hope you've been good. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope all is well. I just basically want to make this video just to speak a little bit about what I came into thinking as I was thinking on something. Basically, what I want to talk about with you right now, Awakening One, is the price you pay. The price you pay. Now, this is what I came to really think about. There's a price to pay for everything in the physical with the spiritual. The price you pay is the price of living. The price of living is just that. It's what you do in your physical life that your spiritual and mental will have to pay for. Now, everything that's thrown in front of us in the third dimensional state, and that dimension is the first stage. It's the stage that's set when we come into this world. You know, coming into the world when we did, we already came into a world that was already set, a stage that was already set. Saying this already didn't say it. Now, that I analyzed it a lot more, I'm noticing that there's a price to pay in the physical on the first stage when you don't know who you are. And that stage is set with so many, it's set with limitations, restrictions. It's bordered by energy away from self. And why I say this is, it's bordered on contracts. There are contract deals that are drummed up within the illusion. That's why everything is basically a severance of your energy. It's a severance of you in the illusion. See, the first stage is to pass the level, to pass that stage that you are bound on, and to move up into the next stage, meaning the metaphysical, to connect with your inner self and mentally, and to see that the first stage was based on bondage, true bondage. And what I mean by bondage, I mean that it was based on the compartmentalizing your essence, having your essence stored to deals that self did not know when placed in. So now you're placed in a contract deal that has storage of your energy within it. We place our energy within the deals of everything that is attached to the illusion. Hence, it's not the physical, it's the essence, it's the spiritual and mental deal in which we place ourselves into. There are contracts all around us in the physical aspect of the first stage of just the 3D aspect. because nothing is seen beyond what is seen. So, for example, there are contracts of severance to your energy through phone bills, through car notes, through mortgage, rent. When you sign your energy self away to a contract in which is pertaining to something in the physical that you are literally wanting, you're giving your energy away to what that is you want. You're tying yourself down to the contract in which you are handing self over to. And it may just be a contract deal with a temporary date, the temporary date of which, however long that contract holds your energy, and then you get it back. But it is what has your energy, and you are bound to that contract. So now that contract is feeding off of your energy that you placed it in. So, and just not the fact of material, also the fact of the other spellful physical aspects as well, being potions, being relationships, being family. Everything literally you pay a price for in the physical. You pay a price for everything on that first stage, which is the physical plane. It's the plane in which is the lowest form of yourself. It's where you have to start on that first stage to come into yourself, who you are, to move then into the second stage, because now you have unlocked the second stage. You have unlocked the second part of yourself, which is your essence. And now your mental moves into play to now know everything that you didn't know in the physical, which is why I said in my last video, spiritual karma. What you have done on the first stage, you have to clean up now on the second stage. And you have to right your wrongs and literally see that everything that I was doing wasn't for self. It wasn't anything that I actually made the decision to do based on self. It was what the ego liked. It was what I saw in the physical and put myself beneath that what I liked to have that more on top, to give my energy away to it. And now I let it myself become a plate for the negative energy to feed off of. My pure energy, my essentiary energy, my God energy. And with that being said, the price to pay is just that. There is a price to pay for everything in the first stage of living. When we're not able to see beyond what we see, and we just see that everything is just okay, and there is no answer beyond what we do. Because there is an answer beyond what we do, but the price that we pay for it will move over to when we go into that next stage. And it's from that stage, after you know the price that you have to pay. It's about honoring and paying that price of knowing what you did to literally rid the wrong and to move more into creating a newfound right of passage, of pay to self. And that's exactly why so many people that are drawn down to the illusion are going to pay the price of not literally seeing the importance of who they truly are and how they are wasting away their energy into things that don't serve them. Nothing in the illusion serves you. You are drawn down by contracts and by things that are drummed up in the illusion to keep you in the physical state, to not guess anything, but to know that what you sign your name on, what you put yourself to be attached to that does not serve you, know that it is what is being used as a energy stealer. And the price you pay for what you're doing is what is going to hurt self, what is going to hurt you, what is always going to leave the conscience so weak and so drawn down that your higher self won't ever be able to take over. See, the dark side of each and every one of us is the price we pay. The dark side of each and every one of us is what is weighing heavily over the higher self to make decisions, to come into fruition and take back control of the decisions that we make. Because it's just like a coin. It's two-sided. Heads or tails. You know? So we have two sides. And those that don't move more into their higher self, that don't move more into the second stage, will still be clung to that first stage. What is the stage of paying the price of dealing with your dark side, to keep putting your energy into things that don't serve you but are placed there to be just that, a way to steal energy without you even questioning what you're putting your energy into. See, the ego is not going to tell you to do, the ego is not going to tell you right from wrong. The ego is just there to play its role as just being the server to the illusion. It serves to the appeasement of whatever you want it to serve. If you want it to serve as in energy you want to put into a phone, if you want it to serve as energy as you want to put into others, if you want it to serve as just bringing yourself down, it will serve only what you put it towards. It really has no control, but you give it the control of what you place the ego into wanting to go. You pinpoint it back and forth. It's only in control when self is in control. To then have it sit itself down and shut the fuck up. But I thought I'd just make this video just saying to you, you know, what I just came into thinking about. There is a price to pay. There is a price to pay for what we don't know when we are not consciously awake. And it just dawned on me that a lot of people right now in this moment are going to pay the biggest price for what they don't know and they might not be ready to deal with. I hope this made sense. I mean, it did to me. Just hope it made a little bit of sense to you, and I hope it registered with you. And I know this isn't anything that I'm trying to, send your way of saying that this is pertaining to you, but I just wanted you to, understand and hear where I was coming from within this message. And how important it is to just know yourself always. And just know that, the biggest price to pay is one on a higher level for self and not at a lower level for our dark side. And that's the truth.